welcome back to another one of my Pandora Charm videos. I hope you're having a wonderful day and are doing well. I first want to start off just saying thank you so much for your support with like the whole light sensitivity thing. I am getting better, so as you can see I'm like in more natural light without sunglasses, which is really great. My eyes are just still super sensitive though, like I can't be around like direct sunlight, or I kind of have to control how much light is around, and depending on the time and the day and how I'm feeling. Artificial light has been really difficult too, but I'm just happy that don't have to wear sunglasses all the time, because it just gives me such a painful headache. So I'm doing a lot better with that, so I'm really happy, and I just want to thank you so much for all your support there, and still, you know, not being upset that, oh, she's always in sunglasses. So thank you so much. It's fun to do a video where like my eyes are still really tired and sore, but I can do a video and I'm not like wearing these big hunking glasses. So I've been like, actually for a while, I've really wanted to do a tag style video about Pandora, and there's so many like awesome tag videos on YouTube. And if you don't know what a tag video is, it's a series of questions and then you tag other people, like you mention other people to do the quiz or the tag video. So I decided it would be fun to create a Pandora style type of tag video and call it my Pandora Story, since a lot of the questions will be related to how you first got into Pandora. And who do I want to tag in this? I'm just gonna list all the names here because I'm worried I'm gonna forget. And basically anyone else that wants to do this, please do it, and please let me know if you do post a video of it, because I would love to watch and hear about your Pandora stories. So without further ado, I'll read off the questions and answer them as best as I can, because some of them I think are even a little tricky for me. Maybe, we'll see. All right, just before we go though, I need a sip of tea. This is Turmeric Glow by David's Tea. It's mixed with the Organic Detox Tea by David's Tea. It's so good, and it just contains a bunch of healthy, like ginger, turmeric obviously, and it has carrots, it has beets, and then the detox tea itself has a ton of awesome stuff. Okay, so I wrote down all the questions on my phone, and I kind of just was brainstorming these actually for a couple months, and kept telling myself, you should do this, you know, it'll be fun, I'm sure other people would be into it. So here we go. So the first question is, how did you find out about Pandora? So this is kind of a cute story, and it would have been in, I want to say 2008. I think it was 2008. I was in Niagara Falls, Ontario, and I was shopping with a friend, and there's Niagara on the Lake, if you've ever been there, and there was a jewelry store. I don't even remember the name or anything, but they had Pandora there, and they had this cute little box thing. It was just set up and it was adorable, and they had all these cute lovely charms, and I just was fascinated. I've always loved the idea of a charm bracelet, and these little pieces and cute little details, it was just amazing. And I was so tempted to buy some pieces for myself and to start a charm bracelet. But I decided not to, just to wait and think about it. I've always been like that with purchases. Like, I want to make sure if I'm going to be investing in something that I really want it, and that it's not just a spontaneous purchase. So that's important to me. So that's how I first discovered them. And it wasn't until I think a year later, maybe less than a year later, that I actually did end up investing in my first bracelet, and it was really awesome. So the next two questions I'm going to put together, because it was, what was your first Pandora Charm and what was your first Pandora Purchase? So I got my jewelry box here and I'll show you. So my first Pandora Purchase was, let's see if I can get here, was the Moonstone Charm, and I'll insert a little footage of it here. And then this Moonstone Charm was just super special to me. I had gone through this a tough experience, and I was really attracted to Moonstone at the time. I found it like very calming to look at and peaceful. So that was the first charm I got. And then My first other item that I got was, this is so old now, my first Pandora bracelet that I did not treat well at all. And if you watch How to Design Your Pandora Bracelet, I tell you what happened to it, but I still have it. I could technically still wear it if I really wanted to, but I'm worried that it would break. So yeah, so that's my first purchase I ever did, just a bracelet and one charm. So very humble beginnings. All right, so the next question is what was your first Pandora ring purchase? So my first Pandora ring purchase, of course, also has moonstone, which is not intentional at all, but it was my favorite ring that Pandora had done and had been on my wish list for a long time. And then it got retired, and then I always regretted not getting it. And then luckily it was on Rue La La, and I was able to get it. So that was my first Pandora ring purchase. It was Nature Serenity. It has topaz, like blue topaz, I think, and then moonstone. It's really pretty. I'll do a little close-up here of it. Is what were your first Pandora earrings? So my first Pandora earrings, actually wait, I'm wearing them. So they were the light as the feather, if you can see them there, earrings. And these technically aren't the original ones I first got. I ended up losing one of the pairs because it was on those little hoops. And I guess Pandora changed the design because maybe a lot of other people also lost their light as the feather earrings. So now they make it as more of like a stud type of back. So this is actually my original light as a feather earring, and it had a little hoop that held it, and then I just turned it into a pendant. So these were my first Pandora earrings, and I loved them so much, and I still do. I wear them all the time, and it's definitely a purchase that I will never ever regret because they're just, I love them. They're a nice statement piece. Is what was my first Pandora necklace or pendant? And I actually have to think about this for a minute because I'm not exactly sure which one. You know what? I think my first Pandora pendant was, I'm pretty sure it was Patterns of Frost pendant. It's really small, so I'll do a close-up of it. I'm pretty sure that was my first Pandora pendant that I purchased. The one after that, though, for sure, it would have been the dragonfly one, I think. And then my floating locket. So I just got into necklaces more so the past couple years. What was my first completed Pandora bracelet? So that would be my fairy garden bracelet. So this bracelet, I'll do a close-up of it. This was my first completed Pandora bracelet. I loved it. I loved how it turned out. And it didn't technically start off as a fairy garden bracelet. The theme just happened on its own. I kept getting lots of fairy charms and flowers and things, and it's definitely gone through a process. Some charms that are on my other bracelets are now, that were on here are now on other bracelets and vice versa. So, but this was technically my first completed Pandora bracelet. So the next question is, what is your most expensive Pandora item or most expensive Pandora purchase? So my most expensive item would be my Something Blue bracelet. It's on the two-tone clasp, and it has a bunch of two-tone elements going through it. This was the sweetest, loveliest gift that my husband gave to me on our wedding day. And it means so much to me. And I tend to wear this bracelet quite often just because of what it represents and how much it means to me. And it was just I was so shocked when he gave this to me. I never thought I would own a two-tone Pandora Bracelet. I just, at that time, like I just never thought, oh, that's so expensive. Like, I don't think so, you know? So this is really special to me because it's something I never thought I would actually own, and it means a lot to me. The next question is, what is one Pandora retired charm that you would love to own? And I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale collection that Pandora did years and years ago. And there's so many charms from that collection that I would love to own, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be the Princess and the Pea. It's a little bed with a crown and a little pea hidden between the mattresses. I think that one is just so cute. If I can pick a second one, and I know this is my take, but I'm gonna pick one more, the Ugly Duckling charm. That one I would also really love to have, but they're really hard to find. The next question is, what is one charm you're patiently waiting for Pandora to create? And this probably will come as no surprise, but I would love Pandora to do a guinea pig charm, of course, because I have 3 little girls that I love so much, and it'd be really cute to have a proper guinea pig charm for them. And I mean, I do have other charms I'd love them to do, but that's probably, right now anyways, top priority for me. So the next question is, what is on your next Pandora shopping list purchase? So for me, I am all about the spring collection and with Pandora Rose Bangle, and I must be forgetting something. Oh, and the Pandora Rose Enchanted Crown, or I think that's the name. That one is really pretty too. So I don't know if I'm gonna get all those all at the same time, but that's definitely next on my to purchase list. Next question is, what was your best Pandora shopping experience? And this is a tough one for me because I've actually had some not so great Pandora shopping experiences, and that could probably be a whole other story. But for best, there's 2 stores that I love going to, and one sadly no longer carries Pandora, which, oh, my heart just breaks. They were a shop and shop. They were an independent jeweler, and just the best service. Like, you really felt like you were going in to see your friends or your family. It was a really relaxing shopping experience. They were super knowledgeable about the charms, and they never pressured you, and they never seemed to like act like, oh, buy another charm, like let's add on to the sale, like how can we build the sale? So I really appreciate that because they really understood that each charm meant so much to me and had meaning. And it wasn't like I would purchase something because I genuinely loved it, and I'm not the type of person who wants to buy something if someone's really pushing me to buy it. So I really just loved that service from them, and just the connections. They remember you when you go in, they ask you how you're doing, how your job's going, all those little special things. The next store I really loved going to is a little bit more of a trip for me, but it's a wonderful concept store that I love to visit. And the reason why I love to visit is it's the exact same thing like the independent jeweler. They actually owned this store and then they sold it, so we're just sad. But the service at this store is like next level. Like, you go in, you're instantly greeted. Again, the stores, they're just so friendly and they're smiling. And I guess this isn't just one experience. It's every time I go in that I couldn't actually say which was the better experience, just because every time I go there, they have a way of making it really special and magical. I went there once on my birthday and I only bought 1 charm, but they were just super sweet and wished me happy birthday. And it's just awesome. And to feel, you know, appreciated as a customer, I think is really important. So those are my 2 favorite best shopping experiences, which aren't really like one shopping experience. Oh, you know what? I could technically say there's one good memory I have for a shopping experience. So I was visiting my mom and we went to a Pandora concept store, and it's the best experience because I was trying so hard to want to buy her something, like really wanted to get her something and see what she was liking and into. And she was actually end up going to get this like leather champagne bracelet with this cute clip, and I kept trying to get her to put other things on because I really wanted to buy it for her. But that's all she wanted. She just wanted that leather bracelet with the 1 clip, and And then at the end, I'm like, oh, I'll grab everything. And she was like, no. And I'm like, no, please let me get it for you. So it was cute because she really didn't want me to pay for it for her, but I really just wanted to get it for her. Just as a way to say thank you. She's like a great mom. So I really wanted to do that. So that would be my other really great Pandora experience. And the sales lady helping us was super sweet too, and she got that I really wanted to buy it for my mom, so she like stepped away to try to get us to like figure it out. But yeah, I loved that experience. It was really good. All right, and then the last question is a bonus question. So for whoever else is doing this tag, you can create your own unique question to this tag that you'd like to answer related to Pandora jewelry. So I'm excited to see what you guys are gonna pick. So again, I'm tagging anyone that wants to do this tag, as well as the names listed over maybe here or here somewhere on the screen. Definitely my Pandora Charm Life, Nicole, you have to do this one, girl, because I want to know your answers. And anyone else that is a huge fan of Pandora. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tag style video, and that it was fun to hear some of the answers for my questions. I'm actually more excited to hear your guys' answers and to hear how you got into Pandora. If you want to do this tag and your name is not here, please do it. And especially for you guys that might not have a YouTube channel, but you like watching my videos and you want to answer them, I would love to know. So you feel free, like if you want to tell me on Instagram, or you even want to answer the questions down below. It would be really fun to hear your guys' stories and all that. It's neat. You kind of learn, you know, your Pandora story, like what got you into it. So it'll be really cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend and are doing well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Where are you going?